My family moved to New York when I was 3 years old, and I grew up there all my life. And in 1994, I came to join my wife, who came out here to work for Frito-Lay. And we thought we'd be here for a few years. She's from New Jersey, I'm from New York. And here I am, close to 25 years later, I'm the mayor of Plano, and I can't imagine going anywhere else. You know, I used to think that Texas was big hats, big belts, and big boots. When you come to a place like Plano in the DFW area, you realize it is truly a metropolis area, and it has all the amenities that you would want from any community. And so it was really easy to feel comfortable. Quality of life is great, safe city, great roads, cost of living is great. So it's really easy to get settled and comfortable here. What most people don't realize is that, for example, Plano is 43% non-Caucasian. And in our school districts, 60% of our kids are non-Caucasian. So we're an extremely diverse community. There's over 80 languages spoken in Plano ISD schools. And so that gives you an idea that we're truly a global community. Definitely there's a perspective that I see that Plano is evolving and growing into really a global city that is diverse, it's inclusive, and it really has the best of both worlds. You have a real suburban nature to Plano, where there's two-thirds of our homes are single-family homes, a third of them are apartments, and we have some dense areas, some opportunities to live in a city-like environment. And so you really have the best of both worlds, and that's pretty exciting as a mayor to be able to offer that to our citizens. You know, what's really terrific about this North Texas area is the community of cities. And so, you know, when we land a corporate partner, the entire region wins. And so we obviously compete against each other, but I call it like a sibling rivalry, because if one of us wins, we all win. And so Toyota, for example, benefits everyone. It's obviously here in our city, but you can look at many of our communities north of us whose housing has done well as a result. You know, and when I talk about coming to this area, I talk about Frisco and how within 15 minutes from your office, you can go watch a minor league baseball team or hockey or soccer. So we really do complement one another, and that makes it a lot easier for all of us to land businesses. The most interesting story I can tell you about landing Toyota is when we met with their representatives, we didn't know what the company was. And so it was just Bob and Chris from the company, but we knew the size and the scope of the opportunity. You know, 100 acres, U.S. headquarters, 4,000 jobs, median income over 110,000 per job. So we knew it was a big opportunity, but we didn't know who it was. And they asked me, the first question they asked me is, why should we come to Plano? And I asked them what was most important to them. And they said their people. And I simply said, with as much honesty and genuineness, is that their search was ended, because Plano was the place to be. I came here 3 years with a 3-year plan, and here I am 24 years later, the mayor of Plano. And if they bring their people here, there's going to be a safe city, great schools, terrific amenities. There's no other reason to go anywhere else. What makes Plano such a terrific community is our community partners. For example, Hilti, shortly after arriving, they decided they not only wanted to be in the community, but they wanted to be part of the community. So they got involved, for example, in our summer internship program. They hired 5 of our rising juniors and seniors and gave them an internship opportunity in their headquarters. And so there was an experience of a lifetime. 40% of our kids through that program are first generation college bound, and they don't have professional role models home, and they learned how to be in an office environment through that experience at Hilti. They also got involved in our Food for Kids program, where we feed some of our undernourished children through backpacks on the weekend. And that's common for many of the companies that come to Plano. They realize that their true value that they bring to the city is not so much only a financial impact, but it's being part of the community and lifting everyone up. And so that's why I appreciate YTexas, because they really help companies learn about the community and integrate and be part of something bigger than just what they do. NTT Data was the first company that made a 3-year commitment to be a title sponsor for our Food for Kids program. And so they committed $25,000 a year for 3 years. And their CEO, I remember, he coerced me to say if I run for another term, they'll re-up for another 4 years. And he was true to his words. He wrote they gave us a $100,000 check after my reelection for the program. And so that's an example of one of the anchors of our partnership. They also got involved in our summer internship program. We're some of the key partners in doing our filming and providing us opportunities to hire our kids in their company. And so I don't know where we'd be without them. They really helped launch our program. I'd like my legacy as mayor to be that I was true to my word, that every day I wake up, I want to make Plano a little bit better than it was the day before. This area is a fantastic area for anyone who chooses to take risk and work hard. And I think that is the basis of any true entrepreneur and people who want to start their business or move forward in life. So when I came out here from New York, I didn't know what was in store for me, but I knew that no one was going to outwork me, and I was just going to follow my dreams. And so I did that, and the opportunities are here as long as you choose to follow them.